crew. Today what we're going to try and do is change the colour of some images. Just show you a couple of techniques that I'd really like you to try. And realistically, I said before that some of these can actually make you some good money if you're good at it. So what we're going to do is open up some images. Look, there are three here, 1, 2, 3 that I'm looking at. I'm just going to pick this one here. Now it should come up with the 2 roses. Now there are a couple of ways. Here, okay, is most of the time is where you have all your colour changes in this palette here. You can go around and even replace the colour. I'll just do that quickly for you. You can replace the colour. You can just come up here and say, see that red? Well, it picks up all the red. What this is the fuzziness of it, is how much red. So if you turn this, all the reds in the photograph, that'll be all of them, the whole photograph will change. Pull it down so just really the roses, okay, are the ones getting picked up. Now I think that's still a bit, I'll try again. Seems to pick up a little bit of the green flower here. I'll try this one. Keep going back. Anyway, this is how broad a spectrum red is. So here it's too much red. I'll just go down and colour to there. I think that'll be okay. So that is red, okay, and it's kind of 50% out from red that I picked and 50% on the spectrum up on the red. So pick a spot on the spectrum, there it is, and it's about 50%. Now what I'm going to do is here, I could do 2 things. I could just go down here and change the hue and saturation. You notice that you can change it, and the flower changes colour. You can save it, that's not too bad. You could try the saturation, just saturate the colours, that's really nice. I might just do that just for a moment. You can saturate the colours, we can do that. So it's just saturating the reds on there. How much lightness, pull that up. The other flower is changing, but it's got a kind of a darker red in here. If I turn this fuzziness up a bit, you might be able to pick up that other colour. And of course it's very difficult either way in this situation. Alright, so that's what you can do. You can replace that one colour with another. I just cancel that for a moment. You just go back to the original. So that is just one way. You can play with that at some other time. Today, what we're going to do is just show you how to make sure that the reds stand out. And this is really good in a typical wedding photograph where people are holding some flowers. So you've got your original photograph here. What you're going to do is copy the same photograph. You could copy, paste and do all those things, but the easiest way is to pull it down here, okay, onto this layer copier or creator, let it go, and you've got 2 copies. You've got the original in the background and in the foreground. So there are 2 photographs, one lying on top of each other. That's what it is. 2 photographs, one on the front, one on the back. Now what you can do here then is go to the one in front, go to images, adjustments. Now you could make it black and white. Today they say not to do that. You just click like that. The original in front is black and white, okay, and the one behind is still in colour. You could do that if you were lazy, but we're not going to do that. What I'm going to do is image, adjustments, go to hue and saturation and turn the saturation of all the colours down to nothing. They just stop before it gets to the end. This is still a little bit blacky whitey, okay, but just allows you a little bit more control. Just say OK. So what you want to do is make the photo technically black and white, but now you've got 2 photographs, black and white at the front and colour at the back. All you do then is get your rubber tool and just rub out the photograph at the front. Because you're rubbing straight through, you can see the colour in the back. And lo and behold, if you're very careful, and remember, you try to be as careful as you can. If you make a mistake, you can come back to it. So don't rub and hold down the mouse all the time. Let go of the mouse every now and again, so your mistakes will be only minimal. Around there's a little bit more difficult. And look, just keep going. I'm just going to stop it here because you know what I'm talking about. Pick a photograph where you want to make flowers stand out in a wedding, it is beautiful to see. That's what I do sometimes. People bring me a wedding photograph and I just make it black and white, make it nice, strong black and white, and then download or change the colour of the flowers that way. Alright, you could actually, I'm not sure what the trimming is here. You could do trimming of the cake, just for a novelty. And of course you're going to change the size of your brush tool up and down. Make sure you don't have your brush too big. Remember, you can go in closely with your magnifying glass, use your eraser and just go right around the edges very carefully. That's really probably the best way to do it. Get in close, finish it, zoom out again or fit the screen, and then image, remember, or layer, flatten your image and save, and you've got two beautiful photographs. Right, that's good. That's option 1.